This is Andy Jungles with Mocs News. What you post on Facebook could soon affect your chances of getting into the university of your choice. UTC officials do not currently screen social media sites of potential students. The current enrollment numbers may force admissions to adopt the practice.
We're going to have to do some kind of enrollment process because we're just going to have to limit enrollment. We cannot probably maintain the level of growth that we've been having, at least in the last decade. For instance, UTC was the only public university in the state of Tennessee to grow this year. Every other campus lost in enrollment. But we're still very healthy. We had almost a 3% enrollment growth. And so I think we are going to have to look at some kind of system where we begin to weight and rank at freshman enrollment.
How UTC would implement this policy is still vague and not in the planning stages. The best advice to follow is never put things on a website you wouldn't want the world or a future employer to see. UTC has used Facebook and other social media sites to look at students' conduct issues or criminal activity if need be.
What I say to students, whether it's in college admission or employment or just social interactions in general, don't put things on those sites that you wouldn't want your parents to see, you may not want to see in the newspaper, because they come back to haunt you in some way. There's always someone who is going to be making some kind of decision about your future that you don't get to control, and you never know what they're going to take into consideration when they make that decision.
UTC does employ more non-traditional methods of learning about their students, considering all aspects an applicant brings to the table.
We have a holistic review process that for students who may have a deficiency in a class, they may not have all the required coursework, or their ACT score may not be quite as high as they'd like. And so we have a process by which students can apply and send information about themselves and say, here's why I think I would like to be at UTC and why I think UTC should accept me. Now that we don't look at Facebook and things like that during that process now, but what we try to do there is get an overall picture of the student and what kind of student we think they would be and whether we think they would be successful at UTC. I don't think that we use it. We don't troll out there looking for stuff on a regular basis. But if it comes to our attention, then certainly we'll follow up on it as appropriate.
Social media sites are not currently part of the equation when factoring a student's admission to UTC, nor are the usage of professional sites like LinkedIn. However, discretion is advised, and it's always good to remember anything you post on the internet should be considered permanent and public.
Hello, I'm Brian Bass, and welcome to your Mock Sports Minute. Let's go. Some seasons came to a close this past weekend as soccer lost to Sanford to conclude their year, but they were a young team and they returned all of their starters, so we look ahead to next fall. In other news, the cross-country team ran very well in the SoCon Championships and qualified for the NCAA tournaments, which they will run in Tallahassee, Florida on November 9th. Congratulations to both cross-country teams. It was a crazy game last Saturday at Finley Stadium, and Matt Cates has your update on what was a wild game versus Georgia Southern.
Yeah, Brian, 4 quarters was not enough time to decide this one as it went into 3 overtimes. It was back and forth all game, but the Mocs ended up losing in the 3rd overtime, 39-31. They look to get back on track this weekend at Western Carolina. Kickoffs at 3:30.
All right, Matt, thank you. And finally this week, basketball got started last night with a fun jamboree as the blue and gold game went down for both the men and the women over at McKenzie Arena. And they both looked very sharp as they head into their season. The girls are going to start tomorrow. That's Thursday, November 1st against Lee University at 7 p.m. And the guys are going to kick their season off this Monday at 7 p.m. against Tennessee Temple. So we look forward to basketball season. Well, that's going to do it for this Mock Sports Minute. For Matt Cates, I'm Brian Bass. We'll see you this Friday.
Make sure to give them my all, and now they know that we on. Don't ever hold your applause for me. Don't ever hold your applause for me.
The Perch, UTC's landing station. This your boy Ryan, I'm here with Jordan, and we just got done doing a great show, The Hot List, man, from 5 to 6. If you missed it, you'll have to catch it on the rebroadcast, man. Y'all can't be missing our show. It's great topics. And of course, we had to talk about the NBA season opener. Man, the Lakers losing to Mavericks? Really? The team that's supposed to be the best team in the nation? Come on now, Jordan, a Lakers fan, I want to hear this.
Man, we sucked last night. I have nothing good to say about their performance. Kobe did Kobe. Pau Gasol played like Pau Gasol. Steve Nash played like Steve Trash. And Jody Weeks played like Jody Weeks. So that sums it up. Sucked last night.
What more can I say? You heard it from a Lakers fan yourself. Lakers suck. And this is coming from a team that went 0-8 in the preseason. I'm just saying.
0-9 now.
0-9. Well, 0-1 in the regular season.
Yeah.
0-8. So y'all haven't won a game yet.
We haven't won a game since May 18th.
Shaking my head, tears in my eyes. You know I had to throw it in. Oh man.
We had another game. Boston versus Miami. Man, Ray Allen, man, Kevin Garnett was treating Ray Allen like I don't like
he's a
this bro.
stranger.
Like, this what I do what KG did. Hey, homie. Yeah, so he didn't even respond to him. Like, he was 30 with him.
Hey man, all I gotta say, shout out to Ray Allen. Look, we understand that KG feel like you a traitor, which you are. But you did your thing last night, man. That bang three, that's clearly in the highlights. You had 19 points. What more can I say? You have played KG.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So we had a bunch of good topics, man. Don't forget. I know y'all tired of me saying this. Maybe hold on, I don't want to say it.
The election party from 6 to 12 in the game room. We'll have hot cocoa. We'll have some cookies. So please come down. If you haven't voted yet, go vote. Just come down here, enjoy yourself.
And we also merged with Multicultural Center, which also having an election night at 7 o'clock up in the Multicultural Center. They have a photo booth. They have different activities for you to engage in. So please, I'm gonna say please again, please participate, man. And you know we can't leave y'all without this. Go Mocs!
Y'all